Grace is our youngest, so the life of the party, always making us laugh. Always something crazy, something funny was always going on in her life, full of energy. She was happy. There were some ups and downs in high school, but we really didn't start noticing the chaos didn't set in until college.
My name's Grace Pullen. I'm 22 and I live in Houston. My childhood was a really happy childhood, which I think a lot of people doubt because a lot of times when you see someone with mental health challenges, you think childhood trauma and all of these things. And so a lot of times people are really surprised to hear that I had a really happy childhood.
We first started noticing Grace struggling in high school. There were moments of what I would have considered bouts of depression, but they were short-lived. And I honestly shrugged them off to this is normal 15, 16-year-old high school girl stuff. But the bouts of depression over the years grew longer and longer and became more pronounced, especially as you added the pressure of college and living on your own. And it just became more and more and more to where the depression was almost an everyday situation. And there were even times that I would be working in my home office and I would hear a car door shut. And I very distinctly remember thinking, one day, am I going to get a notification that Grace has killed herself? We knew we had to get more help than what she was getting. I woke up in the middle of the night, Sunday night, and remembered a client had mentioned years before, just in passing, that his daughter had been in treatment. So I emailed him in the middle of the night, and when he emailed me back that next morning, he said, my daughter went to Menninger and they saved her life. So run. Sorry. Run to Menninger.
I think a really big moment that stands out was in one of my sessions with my social worker. I had been dealing with a lot of feeling like I don't deserve to be there. I don't deserve recovery. I remember saying that I didn't deserve to live. And she looked at me. First, she asked me, are you going to imprison yourself with this forever? And I said, well, no, not forever. She said, then when is enough enough? When are we going to let ourselves free? And I couldn't give her an answer. And she was like, I think the time is now. While you're here and you have the support and you have the resources, I think the time is now. Before I went to Menninger, I felt like I had lost a lot of parts of myself. The depression took away a lot of my hobbies, a lot of my interests. Now I wake up and I'm excited. I think that I never imagined could happen for me.
I think we all walked out of here with a new normal, understanding that our family will live with mental illness, but it doesn't have to overtake us. One of Menninger's visions is to not just have people with mental illness have a baseline of survival, but instead it was to be able to thrive while living with mental illness.
After I went to treatment and started letting people know, I saw a ripple effect in people that I knew going to treatment.
I realized that what happens here within the walls of Menninger affects the world outside the walls of Menninger. She is able to share her experience and encourage others and give them hope that there are better days and that there is help available and that you don't have to live in that darkness of depression and struggle and helplessness.
At first, I wanted to keep my story a secret and I wanted to hide that I had mental health struggles. But in Shame Resilience, we talked one day about how shame thrives in secrecy. It really created this passion in me, or if I can help one person with my story, then that's enough for me.
Hope is contagious. Healing is contagious.